Hello, welcome to Peaceful Minds, Meditations of Light. This series has been created for you by Sandy Veneziani from Peaceful Minds and hosted by myself, Isisi Allthings from All Is Well Healing. This meditation is especially designed to look at how to develop more self-love and self-care during COVID-19. Is loving yourself as much as those around you selfish? Have you been taught to nurture others ahead of your own needs? Let's dive into how that's really working for you in the long term and readdress this narrative, if needed, to return to balance. I've heard many times over the last 25 years, since I went on an independent journey of self-development and spiritual inquiry, that I need to love myself before I can love anyone else fully. I used to get frustrated when I heard that because I didn't really understand what it meant. I'm doing so many of the right things, I thought. Oh, well, I was the wounded healer, I would hear. So eventually I became open to looking at those wounds and healing them, using many techniques over the years. But it still seemed elusive to me to get to the kernel of love of self. I wonder if you're relating to my experience so far. For me personally, COVID-19 has finally brought the opportunity for me to look at my demons, wounds and shadows squarely in the face, whilst in solitary confinement, as I call it. You may be facing yours in many different ways during the lockdown too. We all have our own story, and many of us have become aware of what we truly are, good souls who want to help others and do no harm. We've worked on our positivity and we've stepped onto our life path, or we see where it might lead. And that's brilliant. So far, so good. But are we loving ourselves as much as we love others? I've come to understand that self-love and self-care means a series of things which will be different for each of us. But I'll give you some examples from my own experience. Not giving out more than you receive till you're burnt out, and understanding where your low self-worth has come from, perhaps going back to early childhood, and forgiving yourself and others for carrying this through your life, but releasing it now. Meditating on what's left when you're not validating yourself through constantly giving to others. Can you get in touch with your divine spark? Changing your behaviour to reflect your growing self-respect, setting boundaries, and taking time each day for you in meditation, contemplation on a walk perhaps, or eating healthy foods, to taking a salt bath to cleanse your energies, and prayer for yourself to be supported in these challenging times, not just for others. So as we lead into the meditation, I'd like to say a protection prayer for us all. I call upon Archangel Michael and his mighty legions of angels to protect this space for the highest good of all, asking that they spread their wings out over each home and cloak us all in divine golden white light, as I invite you to join your hearts and minds in this protected space. So I'd like to hand over to Sandy now for this meditation on self-love.
Thank you, Denise. And now just find yourself a relaxed and comfortable position, feeling all thoughts of the day just floating away. And as any thoughts come into your mind, just acknowledge them and let them go. Anything you have been thinking of doing today or need to yet do, just park it to one side for the time, for the time of this meditation. It can wait. and you can come back to it later. Relax your mind and allow yourself this time to relax, and unwind your mind. And as you do, you feel your body starting to relax and unwind also. And find that position that feels comfortable. Move about a little until you're settled and comfy. And feel that relaxed state of being starting to wash over you. And it feels familiar. You have been here before. It's that place where you're able to spend some time on you. Time to replenish your soul. To nourish your mind and body and just be you. And now take some deep breaths in and out. In and out. And concentrate on breathing. Concentrate on breathing in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do this a couple of more times yourself. Feeling your lungs filling up as much as you can with plenty of fresh air for 4. And then holding it for 4. And then releasing it out of your lungs and feeling it all flowing out from your out breath for 4. Then settle in to a natural, regular breathing position and breathing pattern. And imagine now a diamond white light totally surrounding your whole body. And this diamond white light is going to cut away at old ways of thinking and bringing clarity and focus for you. Allow it to rest on the top of your head, your crown chakra. And feel, see, or imagine it slowly and gently traveling down, cleansing your conscious and subconscious mind. Just letting the clutter and the muddled thinking go. And letting it go for now, for this moment, for this meditation. So your mind feels at ease, with no distracting worries, no distracting thoughts, just a calmness that comes over you like a wave of stillness. And allow this diamond white light to continue down the sides of your head, down your face and neck, and feel it running over your shoulders as if rinsing away all that you are carrying on them. Your shoulders have carried many challenges and burdens. Feel the tensions there and breathe and let them go. Breathe and let them go. And feel your diaphragm rising and falling as they drift away. and feel it rising and falling, rising and falling, and concentrate on nothingness, which is a place inside of you, within your diaphragm, that brings peace and a feeling of oneness, of wholeness, being at one with all that is. And see and feel the diamond white light moving over your arms and hands, over your hips and thighs, over your shins, your calves, your feet and toes. Now there is nowhere you would rather be right now. And just bathe for a moment in this place, in this relaxed state that feels like the right place to be right now. And imagine yourself going for a walk alongside a river. The sun is shining high in the sky, and you feel its warmth on your body, your arms and legs. And listen for the sounds of the river and hear the trickling of the water as it meanders on by, as it trickles downstream and just keeps going, moving forward, around rocks and stones, around and over obstacles in the way. It just keeps on trickling by, and the sun glistens on the water, and it sparkles and dances with the sunlight. The birds are chirping and singing in the background, and a butterfly passes by, and here you sit down on the grass next to the river. It feels so good to feel the solid ground of the earth beneath you. And you place your feet firmly on the ground. And as you do, imagine tree roots spreading out from underneath your feet and travelling through the earth. Down and down, and then becoming a firm, solid anchor for you to feel safe, secure, and grounded. And as you sit and see the flowing river, as it flows round and over the obstacles in its way, know that life too is very similar. It ebbs and flows and stops and starts and gets obstacles and stuff in the way. And as you look along the river, there's a bridge that crosses over from one side of the river to the other, with people walking over it. And as they cross over, they carry on walking until you can't see them anymore. And we have all learnt ways to get around and over our challenges, like the river meandering around the obstacles, but still moving forward, whether it's up and over or around. We know we still keep going. And we do the same to help and support family and friends when they have troubling times. And we seek ways that we can help them to get around and over the obstacles too. But remember, your own self-care is important too. Allow time for you to appreciate yourself, the qualities you have that you share with others. Compassion, love, kindness. Show these to yourself. Do give and give. Do you give and give to others? Do you show self-care and compassion for yourself? Do you think of family and friends or people at work that may be vulnerable? Do you think of others before yourself? You can change this pattern of putting others first. Now slowly stand up from the river. See yourself getting up. And look out over into the river. What do you see reflected back at you in the water? Take a long look at your reflection. What do you see? Do you see your beauty? Do you see your inner beauty? Does it jump out at you? Or do you see what you perceive to be your personality faults? But what if you saw yourself through the eyes of a friend? What would they see? Somebody that is always there for them, that is compassionate, kind, loving, giving. You are all these things. And see your face in the river and send love to that face, to that reflection, to that you. Center yourself and choose to change your behavior to reflect your own self-respect. Nurture your own self-respect. Take time each day for you. Make time each day for you. Whether it's meditation, contemplation on a walk, eating healthy food, taking salt baths. You deserve to have these times each day for you. You deserve to look at your reflection and love what you see facing back at you. Love each part of you, even the parts you wish you could change. You were made whole. You were made unique. You are you, to be loved and respected as you are, for who you are now, today. For that person that wants to be of service and help others. Love that part of yourself. You know this is right. Be kind to yourself first. You know in your heart what the right choice is. Choose you. And then you will be in a better position, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, to be that loving support you wish to be for others. And now as you move away from the river to return home, remember to love that person reflected back to you. And know that the river of life flows over and around the obstacles for both you and others, and that people come and go in life as the people crossing the bridge. And so stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Water your garden. Nourish yourself first, so you can share your gifts of kindness with others at the right time. At the time where you are in a position to give. You are uniquely you. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate you. And now see yourself leaving the river and returning home and feeling that warmth in your heart because you have chosen to look after yourself. You will take time out each day for you. Whatever it is that brings a smile to your face, a walk, a salt bath, a meditation. Remember that this is the start of a new you, a nurturing of yourself, loving yourself, acknowledging you, your gifts that are all part of who you are. And remember to love yourself. This is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. It will bring with it so much freedom and joy. So love yourself today and every day, for you will indeed shine like a beacon as a role model for others to be able to do the same. And now just take a few moments to ponder on the new you. The new you, lovingly yourself, lovingly you, like never before. What changes will you make to accommodate looking out for you? And embrace that new you like a new best forever friend. And now, as we come near to the end of the meditation, just begin to become aware of the room that you are in and the chair you may be sitting on. And notice any sounds or noises in the room. And slowly and gently start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. And then start to stretch your arms and your legs out. And finally, when you are ready, open your eyes. And our meditation is complete.
Oh, it's lovely. That was very loving meditation, Sandy. Thank you. So now we can just take those thoughts and reminders with us into our daily life and encourage you to have a regular practice of these self-care practices and not feel guilty doing so. So we welcome you to join us again for the next in the series of beautiful meditations we're creating just for you to keep us all grounded and centered in peace. So namaste, my beautiful, loving friends.